Get on in here, beautiful people. Let's do this morning. It's a new day. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. I love and appreciate you all so much, and your commitment to this idea of effective living makes my day just delightful. Angela Nixon, blessings to you. Nicole Wellington, blessings to you. Come on in here, guys. Come on in here. Ooh, it's a Monday morning, Vito. It's a Monday morning. Now, here's the deal. No one should not, listen, man, no one should be getting up this morning thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's Monday. No, please, come on in and say, thank God it's Monday. Come on, thank God it's Monday. Can you declare that today? Thank God it's Monday. Linda, declare, thank God it is Monday. Do me a favor, guys. Listen, Mark McLean. Listen, we got to talk today. Bishop Mark McLean, Lucretia, God bless you. Hey, Bishop, listen, I am on a mission the month of August. I'm on a mission, okay? I'm on a mission. I believe that we're going to hit 100 strong joining us during this early morning. There are people up. There are people that's up, Lucretia. There are people that's up, Kimberly. And here's what I know. We're going to come together, 100 of us during the month of August, okay? Bishop, listen, Herb Ford, the month of August, 100 of us are going to join up at 6:30. 7:30 Bahamas time, 6:30 Texas time, Central Standard Time. We're going to come in, guys. We're going to come in together, and we're going to take a commitment together to climb and to go to new heights and to evolve into the person that we were all destined to be. There is another level. Oh man, come on. There's another level that you have to embrace. I am challenging you to do that. So if you have not tagged someone yet, if you have not started a watch party, if you have not shared yet, come on, you're holding back the movement. You're holding back the community. This morning, I want to talk about self-sabotage. Yeah, I'm talking about self-sabotage. It is sad to see people self-sabotage themselves. And I want to talk about 6 ways that people self-sabotage themselves. Okay? Jocelyn, there are people who are self-sabotaging themselves all the time. Okay? There are people who are hurting themselves all the time. There are people who would prefer to float and search and be all over the internet when there's content like this. Listen, guys, you can hurt yourself by not engaging in the things that will help you. Oh, come on. You got to tell yourself, Mark McLean, thank you for tagging someone. Oh, Leslie Dillard, there's one of our speakers for the Influencer Summit. Listen, guys, I need you. Okay, Tracy, God bless you. I need you to share this because I'm talking about self-sabotage. That's what I'm talking about this morning. And so the month of August, I want us to hit 100 strong. I'm talking about people who ain't got no problem getting up in the morning. I'm talking about people who say, listen, I'm on a mission to get better. There is nothing that's going to stop me from living life effectively. Can I get about 15 of y'all to declare that right now on this beautiful Monday morning? There is nothing that is going to stop me from living life effectively. I need about 15 of you guys to declare that. Come on, Melissa, declare it with me. There is nothing that's going to stop me from living life effectively. The month of August is going to be a progressive month. In spite of how the first few months of this year came off to be, literally, you looking at it and be like, wow, 2020, what's going on? Never seen a year like 2020 before. But guess what? Someone is going to succeed this year. Oh, come on. Y'all better feel this with me. Someone is going to succeed this year. And the question has to go forward. Why not me? Oh, come on. Someone is going to succeed this year. Someone is going to do well in the midst of a pandemic. And all I need about 24 of you to tell yourself, I'm coming up and I ain't never coming down. Okay, so today I'm talking about self-sabotage. I started to think about how I've self-sabotaged myself over the years. And if you listen, tomorrow I'm going to talk about the differences between men and boys. Oh, don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm talking about the differences between men and boys, because I struggled for a long time not realizing there was a season in my life that I should have walked into manhood when I was still struggling with boy tendencies. There were things that I should have stepped up to the plate and done a whole lot better, but I didn't do it better because I didn't know better. And sometimes even after knowing better, I struggle with actually doing better. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But today, come on, guys. Today, tag somebody and invite a friend in, because oftentimes guess what? We self-sabotage ourselves and we dream of more. Ooh, you dream of more. You desire to have more, but not realizing the ability to self-sabotage oneself is real. Okay? The ability to self-sabotage oneself is real. So what Ricardo is going to do today, I'm going to provide you 6 ways people self-sabotage themselves. How do I know it? I know it because I messed up and I made myself a candidate of these over the years. Okay? I self-sabotage myself over the years, and I'm going to expose the devil. And I'm going to help someone to figure out how not to keep themselves back from moving forward. Okay? I'm on a mission. What mission? I'm on a mission to live my life effectively. The number one way, first way, these are out of order, but there's somewhat, if they connect with you, I need you to write them below. Okay? As a matter of fact, if you think one of these relates to someone, tag them to the comment. Can you be that strong and bold to say, listen, you should be watching this, you should be listening to this, because it's been too long you've been self-sabotaging yourself. Okay, so number one, watch this. Number one, this is one of the reasons why people self-sabotage themselves. Horrible role models. Horrible role models. The people they look up to aren't the people they should be looking up to. The people they're following aren't the ones that they should be following. Horrible role models. You heard me, Brady. Listen, guys, horrible role models. You better look at the right people to follow in order for you to get to your place of promise. Horrible role models will cause you to sabotage yourself. Self-sabotage yourself. It will cause you to be limited in what you're able to do in direct proportion to your potential being maximized. I love you guys. I love you guys for tagging others. I thank you for sharing. And those of you, listen, you guys are the best. Y'all are encouraging me because I believe we're going to hit our goal in this month of August. Okay? So number one, self-sabotage. Number one, horrible role models. Write that down. Horrible. You better start evaluating your role models. Start identifying. Listen, no one has it all together. But at least the people you follow, you got to know why you're following them and what you're trying to get from them. Okay? What is it that they're helping you with? There are some people, watch this, there are some people, they look good, they talk good, and they show up well, but in the long run, when you look at the picture, they're really not adding value to you. As a matter of fact, they're hurting you more than they're helping you. And so you got to know that your role models, the people who you're looking at in relations to how you make money, the people who you're looking at in relations to your faith, the people who you're looking at in relations to family, listen, make sure your role model, that they represent who you are and what you really want to be, because horrible role models will have you to self-sabotage yourself. That's number one. Watch this. Number two is poor prioritization skills. Poor prioritization skills. People who don't know how to prioritize correctly. In other words, their priority is crazy. Their priority is all over the place. Okay? There are people who don't know. You're getting older and you're not getting better and you're not committed to putting first things first and saying, I'm not going to waste another day. So you don't put the priority in line to make sure that the things that value and worth your attention ought to be the things that gets your attention. When you don't know how to put things in their right priority, you can find yourself putting things of lesser value in front of things that have greater value. Oh, I'm helping someone today and I ain't getting no loves, no hearts. You all know there are a bunch of people who don't know how to make their lives structurally prioritized in a healthy way. Get up this morning and tell yourself there are certain things that is a priority. Okay, so while you're watching me on this Facebook Live, be ironing your clothes the same time. While you're watching this Facebook Live, eat breakfast the same time. I like how Brady Robinson does it. Brady gets up, she's preparing this, she's preparing that, and then she's working out and all that stuff while she's watching the live. Because here's the deal, you got to get up and make sure you're on work on time, and at the same time, you're trying to get this morning inspiration. Poor prioritization skills will cause you to self-sabotage yourself. It's not the people's fault that you're not advancing. It's oftentimes your fault. It's oftentimes your fault that you're not advancing. And sometimes you got to realize, hold on, I am not putting the right things in their proper place. Okay? Okay? I'm not putting the right things in their proper place. And it's costing me. So here's the deal. There are people who will rather buy fast food all this week, okay, rather than spend $40 to go to a webinar to learn how to never be broke another day in their life. Yeah, I plugged that in. Yeah, I had to plug that in. Okay, I have my Make That Money webinar starting on Monday. People are registering. Every day people are registering. I'm interested. I'm blown away by the people that are registering. They're coming in, and I'm like, this is awesome. But then I know people who should be registered. We all know people who should be registered, right? And they're not registering, but guess what? You see them, listen, they buying clothes during a pandemic. Okay, listen, this is the time you're supposed to be educating yourself. Place yourself in a priority at a place where you make sure you're coming out of this thing stronger. Okay, you getting better should be one of your top priorities. Okay, you becoming better should be one of your top priorities. How you invest in your future and ensuring that everything around you is improving for the better rather than going through the motion. That's number 2. Number 3, watch your staying in toxic relationships. Oh, number three, staying in toxic relationship. You know the relationship is not good for you. You know it's hurting you more than it's helping you. But unfortunately, there are some people, listen guys, I've been one of those type of people for a long time. You just don't know how to disconnect from that which is not good for you. There are some people who just don't know how to assess relationship. You got to know and learn how to assess relationship. I'm going to do a webinar in the future every month. Every month I'm doing these various webinars that are a little bit more intense, a little bit more deeper than these 15, 20-minute talk. The webinar I'm having on Monday and Tuesday, they're an hour-and-a-half session helping us to understand how to remove ourselves from the paycheck to paycheck. I think you should create a structure in your life that you can forget when payday is. You don't need to be thinking about when payday. You want to be so financially secure and so financially structured that you forget when payday shows up. It's not that you don't need payday. You want to just not have to be so caught up on anticipating, I can't wait for payday. No, that's lower level living. You want to go to the next level. But here's the deal. I'm going to do a webinar on relationships because a lot of people don't realize, okay, they sabotage themselves by staying connected and in toxic relationships. Most of us have never been taught how to identify a toxic relationship. A toxic relationship could be a friend. A toxic relationship can be a family member. Okay? A toxic relationship could be a spouse. A toxic relationship can be someone you work with, someone you worship with, someone who you live by. You've got to have the strength and the knowledge to identify what's good for you and what's not good for you, and learn how to disconnect yourself from anything that's hindering you from living your potential to the fullest. And we live in a society when you start to disconnect, you got to have that self-confidence to know I'm okay for having made the decisions that is best for me. I am not here to live for everyone else. I am here to discover what I came in this world to bring. And then I've made a commitment to learn how to maximize that. I want to learn how to maximize my potential. So oftentimes there are people who self-sabotage themselves because they don't even know that the relationship, the person they call friend, okay? Sometimes we got siblings that are toxic. Come on. So toxic relationship, we're going to talk about that in one of the upcoming webinars. Another one is not giving your body what it needs. You self-sabotage yourself by not giving your body what it needs. That's number 4. Not giving your body what it needs. You got to know. Here's the deal. Your body is the vehicle God uses to fulfill your assignment. Okay? Your body is the tool you're going to use to execute, okay, all that you have in your heart that needs to come forth. You better know that you need to give your body the attention that it needs, or else you're going to find yourself, watch this, you can make the money and can't enjoy the money. You can have the family, can't enjoy the family. You could have gotten the degree and now can't enjoy the degree. You know why? Because you're bedridden. You find yourself tired. You find yourself broken up, not giving your body what it needs. Okay? You got to learn how to give your body what it needs. Vitamins. You got to give your body exercise. You got to give your body rest. Okay? Don't be forced to have rest. Make a commitment to rest. Okay? Make a commitment to rest. Tell yourself, my body is the vehicle I got to use to fulfill my assignment on earth. So take care of your body. The next one is, watch this, inability to control your mind and emotions. That's number 5. This is one of the other reasons why people self-sabotage themselves. Their inability to control their minds and emotions. If you don't get to the point where you learn, watch this, the Bible says it this way, casting down every vain imagination and every high thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. You got to get to the point where you learn how to control your mind and your emotions. Okay? Don't lose your mind and don't let your emotions get out of control. I remember as a kid growing up in the Bahamas, I'm telling you, I mean, listen, man, I wore my feelings on my shoulders, okay? I would bust somebody in the head in a minute, okay? I would grab someone at the throat, and you see these hands? I love to slap. I mean, Miss Leslie, I used to slap, pop, pop, pop. I just was a, what? Say something. Say it again, all right? And it would be for the most simplest of things. But you know one of the reasons why that happened? Because my mind was underdeveloped and my emotions were out of control. My mind was underdeveloped and my emotions was out of control. And let me tell you something. When I lived at that level, it got me in so much trouble that my mother cried day and night. I'm talking about my aunties was extremely concerned for me. As a matter of fact, it was bad. It was bad. I had cousins, I had friends, oh my goodness. But let me tell you something. I had to get my mind under control, and a mind that's going to be controlled needs to be a mind that is developed. If you don't develop your mind is going to allow itself to be constructed by media. It's going to be constructed by popular opinions in the neighborhood. Come on. You need to literally take time to read and develop and insert the appropriate content that's going to feed your mind. So that, watch this, you feed your mind in the appropriate way so that your emotions also can have something to construct itself off of. If you don't learn how to control your mind and your emotions, you're going to self-sabotage yourself. Okay? You're going to listen, when I say self-sabotage yourself, I'm saying no one else is going to be at fault but you. Everybody ought to tag somebody that you know that has the potential to self-sabotage themselves. They're full of potential, but they're unfortunately not getting to where they need to go because their mind and their emotion is not controlled. You cannot live your life based on your feelings. Oh, I just said something just now. You better write that down. You cannot live your life based on your feelings. So years ago, I started saying, I will not let my feelings govern my daily activity. Okay? Let me say it again. I will not let my feelings govern my daily activity. Every day I wake up with the commitment to show up, okay? I'm going to show up strong. I am not a Debbie Downer person. I tell my feelings, you're going to be subjected to my decision. And my decision is based on my vision. And my vision is inspired by God. And let me tell you something. No matter how I feel, I'm going to live my life based on a decision. Today is going to be a great day. It's going to be a productive day. I'm going to advance, and all that I put my hands to, I am working towards something. I'm going to accomplish my vision in this lifetime. Here's what I know. Every week I'm getting better. Every month I'm advancing in the things that I've been created to advance in, and I'm not going to allow myself to be controlled by anything. I like what Apostle Paul says. He says, all things are permissible to me, but not all things are beneficial. I will not be mastered by anything. I'm going to develop my mind, and I'm going to make sure that my emotions is controlled. I am not going to lose it. I told my mother one time, you ain't never having to go to no jailhouse for me, because I ain't slapping nobody. I ain't slapping no more people. I'm going to let it go. Listen, years ago, I had a temper. I was crazy, man. I just had problems, okay? And it was because my mind was underdeveloped and my emotions was out of control. And oftentimes, a mind that's underdeveloped and emotions that's, watch this, out of control, those people don't want you to say anything to them. And the only way they get it is by realizing late that they messed their own selves up. They messed themselves up. So last but not least, guys, I got to bring it in. Watch this. Trying to keep up with everyone else just for appearances. That will help. That's self-sabotage you right there. Trying to keep up with everyone else for appearances. Okay? For everyone, you trying to keep up with everyone else when the truth is you don't know how and what that other person is doing to show up the way they're showing up. Okay? You got to make up in your mind. You got to make up in your mind. Listen, what I do on a daily basis is not to fit in. What I do on a daily basis is to maximize. Let me say it again. What I do on a daily basis is never to fit in. What I do on a daily basis is to maximize. Maximize what, Ricardo? Maximize my potential. I have something to offer humanity. I refuse to be in this world and not give my best to humanity. I am going to leave this world empty based on what I've been given to deposit in the earth. So every day when I show up, I'm showing up in direct proportion to the gifts and abilities that's within inside of me. I want Darnell, I want my millions, not because there are others having millions. I want my millions because I was destined for millions, because my purpose needs millions to find itself being utilized at the highest level. In order for me to be who I was created to be, I'm going to need some money. Come on. Woo! In order for me to be who I was destined to be, there is a standard that I need to show up with, and I'm going to need something. I'm going to need the money. I'm going to need a team. Come on. I'm going to need buildings. I'm going to need aircraft accessibilities. Come on. I'm going to need resources. But I'm not going to do what I do on a daily basis trying to fit in. No. Trying to keep up with everyone else for appearances will cost you your marriage. It will cost you your health. It will cost you your money. Come on. It will cost you your children. It will cost you your future. Okay? It will cost you. So you got to tell yourself, I am all about becoming my best self. And I am not going to self-sabotage myself. The rest of my life is going to become the best of my life because I am going to put in the work. Okay, I'm going to put in the work. The month of August, let's go ahead and show up on a daily basis. I'm going to push you and you're going to push me and we're going to go up together. Next stop, the top, baby. There is no coming down. You know why? Because the truth of the matter is, when we learn the proper principles and apply them, over time, they will take us where we're supposed to be. Look at those 6 things that I talked about when it comes to self-sabotage, and ask yourself, am I self-sabotaging myself? Also, do me a favor. Can each one of you talk about one thing that you've discovered that people do, or possibly you, that self-sabotage themselves? Write it below, because I may just need to do a part 2 to this, because I have more. I would love to share more, but we're out of time. Remind yourself the rest of your life is going to become the best of your life because you're going to put in the work. Okay? Tell yourself, I am going to put in the work. If you're a coaching client of mine already, you already got access to the webinar. The webinar starts on Monday and Tuesday, but for the rest of you guys, you need to register for the webinar. Go to ricardomiller.com and be a part of that exclusive group of people that's committed to learning how not to live paycheck to paycheck, learning how to, watch this, have multiple streams of income, learning how to literally break generational curses and bring yourself to a place that you have never been before, possibly where no one in your family has been before. It's possible. You just got to believe it, and then you got to work towards it. I am your partner in this elevation lifestyle plan. Our goal is to come up together. We're coming up, and we ain't never coming down. God bless you guys. Have a great day. I have another assignment I have to go take care of. Have a great day, guys. Don't forget, share this with someone today. Bye-bye.